Welcome to another gardening session for Garden2Plate, and I'm Janet Melrose, and I'm a horticultural therapist, and I garden for people, adults and children, to improve their health and wellness. And nothing says gardening like herbs, and nothing says wellness like herbs either, because herbs are all about the smell and the taste. They're terrific in the garden because they love, insects love them. I guess they love insects too. We love them. What can we do? Herbs. So when we're doing herbs with children, it's about sniffing. So let's start. And by the way, most herbs are in the mint family. And you can always tell a mint because it's got a square stem. So I love telling kids to roll their fingers around. Oh, can you see that the stem is square? Then it's a mint, okay? So lavender. So you got to get them to pick up their lavender or whatever it is you're using and go, really get it in their face and get it up their nostrils. And then you rub it in your hands and feel the texture of the leaves. Sniff it on your hands. It's just gorgeous. Makes everybody feel better just to smell this stuff. So when we're talking herbs, in this case, we want to be talking mostly mints. So thyme is also in the mint family. Smaller stems, woodier, square, but definitely it's a... This one's lemon mint, and I do love the flavored mints because they like orange mint, orange thyme, lemon thyme in particular, because you get that whiff besides just regular thyme. And then mint itself, mint and all its various forms. Such a wonderful plant. You know, you just get that whiff on your hands. So these guys, these three, they're all in the mint family. But the other herbs that we use a lot are in the carrot family. And so you get a bag of dill and the dill seed. Give that whiff. Now I got a dill seed in my mouth. Dill seed carries the smell for a long time. Another one in the herb family is cilantro or coriander. And it's got that lovely earthy smell as coriander. So these two in particular grow really fast from seed, and so I use them a lot. Basil is another one in the mint family. It grows easily as well as a seed. And this one here, this is cilantro, and so easy to grow, so inexpensive too. Whereas if you're doing seedlings, it's a little bit more expensive. But these guys as well. So we want to learn about how to care for herbs. Okay. Oh, and by the way, sunflowers are sometimes considered a herb too. Haha. So usually with the children at this point, what I like to do is an activity to drill home or to expand a little bit about herbs, about how we're going to care for them. So this one here, I usually do it like this, and we're just going to cut it up and we're going to put it on a marker. All right. So let me get going on that. So handy scissors, and I'm just going to cut this like this. Okay. So this now is going to be teaching our children a little bit of hand skill. If it's this really small children, you know, the 19 months olds, I'll pre-cut them. But anybody that can handle scissors, we want them to use these scissors to start getting their hand coordination, and it helps for sewing as well. I'm going to put that down there so he doesn't blow away. So the first one here is growing herbs. And what it says on it is that herbs like lots of sun most of the time, and some of them like a little less sun. So mint can handle a little less, but most of our herbs like full sun. So that's the first thing to know about herbs. Next thing is they need lots of water. Like most plants, they need water regularly. And so now we're getting into care of plants. So herbs need to be watered regularly. And the next one is to keep herbs flavorful and growing well all season long, and maybe even over the winter inside. And caregivers love this because it's nothing better. It's great to have a plant that can grow outside that you bring inside for the winter time. So we need to add fertilizer. Okay. Sometimes caregivers say, oh, now I have to care for a plant. And I think that's great because now the children are going to be teaching your mom and dad, parents, caregivers, nannies, big sisters, little sisters, big brothers, aunts, uncles, how to care for plants. Because children are sometimes our best teachers. So this last one is how to harvest herbs. And the reason why we need to focus on that is when we are harvesting herbs, what we don't want to do is cut our herbs like this, okay, and leave this stalk up here. So now we've got this stalk, and guess what? The poor plant doesn't know whether to grow more leaves or to just sit there and do nothing. So we always need to cut there. Okay, and now the plant says, oh, I got to grow more leaves. So we need to be showing people how to do that. So for the children's activity, all we're going to be doing now is taking our craft stick. And I love these craft sticks. They remind me of tongue depressors from the doctors, but they're great for kids. So you just take your little craft glue, and this time all I do is just put, oops, I think I tightened it up. Sometimes it works just as easy to do it this way, though the kids love to pour half the bottle. Okay. And so, first one we put on here that herbs need sunlight. Okay. Lots and lots of sun. And, whoops, the next one that herbs need is water. Lots and lots of water, so that they have nice juicy leaves. And the next thing that herbs need is they need some fertilizer so that they keep growing more and more leaves. Because herbs are the leafy part, okay? That's what makes a herb a herb. Okay, and then finally, when we're gonna harvest them, we're not gonna leave little stems behind so that the herbs keep growing more leaves. Okay, so now we're just going to let that dry, and eventually we're going to put this little sticker, this marker, in our herb pot to remind us. So we're just going to put that right there. Okay, perfect.